Touchdown, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode, hop in mode. Just touchdown, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode, hop in mode.
You know, coming to the Barcode Podcast, my female goat. I don't care what nobody say. I done told her. I done told everybody. You know what I'm saying? She may not know who I am. I'm cute bar. I went to Vincent, but it ain't about me. It's about Helen Johnson. And I'm going to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? I had to write this down because you got a long resume. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, Milwaukee, Washington, high school alumni. You know, that's in the mill, 414 all day. Gulf Coast Community College, University of Louisville, Kentucky. Not to mention, at Wash House, she was named Gatorade Wisconsin Player of the Year. She was Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel Player of the Year her junior and senior year. First team All-State, junior and senior year. Come on now. I hope y'all paying attention to what I'm saying. All right. Nike All-American. Y'all give it up for Helen Johnson, my female goat. Thank you for coming to the Barcode Podcast, Helen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Now, before I start, you know, I do true-false questions, okay? So I'm going to ask you some true-false questions. You know, just a few, you know.
Okay.
All right, the first one is true or false, Helen? Shaquille O'Neal once fell out a tree, broke his arm, trying to imitate Spider-Man.
I don't know that, but I'm gonna just say true because he goofy.
Yeah. It's definitely true. You know,
okay.
Dude,
Okay.
Yeah, he's silly for sure. Next one, Helen. Camels have 3 sets of eyelashes.
Man, I'm not about to argue with you. I'm gonna say false.
It's true, Helen. Camels got 3 sets of eyelashes.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's crazy though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay, last one, Helen.
All
2005, Milwaukee Vincent boys basketball won the state title.
2005?
Yeah.
I think I would say that's true. True?
You gonna go with true?
I'm gonna go with true.
Okay, that's your final answer.
That's the right answer?
No, that's false. I graduated Vincent in 2005. We lost upstate to Madison Memorial against West Matthews.
Well, hey, listen. I know they won. Well, I don't know. I can't go back that far.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for participating in that, Helen. You know, I like to do that to warm people up, man. And I love your energy. And the first thing I want to ask you is, when you heard about Shamir Williams being Shebron, being the best to ever come out of Milwaukee, how did that make you feel if you heard that?
I laughed at it. Honestly. I just laughed at it.
Okay, why you laugh at it?
I mean, everybody got their own opinions, but like, I mean, I've never seen her play. Okay. Honestly. I think somebody sent me a game of hers though, but I didn't, you know, it wasn't nothing that I was impressed by. I mean, no shade to her or nothing, but I wasn't impressed by anything.
Yeah.
No, she actually got some game though, but it wasn't like, oh man, like no, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, and you know what? That was the same for me too. I actually do like the young lady, but when they got to calling her Shebron, and you know, I'm active on Facebook, so I'm the guy that put the statuses up. Like, hold on, hold on, Helen Johnson. Like, come on now, like, and it was a lot of debate under there. You feel what I'm saying? So I always wanted to ask you that though, Helen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so
people. I mean, I'm like this.
Mm-hmm.
People have to understand the basketball game is so different in Milwaukee now. There's no talent really there. Yeah. As far as like, no, let me say this. It might be talent there, but it's not talent like it used to be. You know, with me, well, no, I grew up playing ball. Honestly, I played against a majority guys. Like, you know, but playing when I played high school ball there, you played against the 6'3", 6'4" people. You played against teams where they had they good five, and on the bench they had players as well coming off, going crazy. When I looked at high school games there now, I mean, I don't even think somebody. I mean, it's nothing compared to how we played. There's no like, it's not really nobody. If I was back then, like if I was to play in these games that these girls is playing in now, of course, somebody averaged 70, 75. There's really nobody you playing against. Who you really playing against?
I agree with you.
Who are you really dropping? People dropping 40, but on who?
But on who?
On who? Who are you dropping 40 on?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not their fault that ain't nobody, you know, you ain't really got competition there. But when I played and these other females played, I was playing against I don't even know if people really I mean, who Big Bertha is and Brenda Homer is and Tiffany Ward and Rachel, and you had Vincent, you had Riverside, you had King, you had all these. I mean, the only team that was honestly not good was Bayview.
Yeah.
When it came to the women.
Yeah. Every night was a night.
Every night was a fight.
Yeah.
Regardless of how many points I had or anybody else had, it was a fight. These girls ain't fighting nobody. I don't see nobody fighting nobody on any court.
Talk your shit, Helen. I love it.
I'm just saying, no disrespect to no players, but I'm gonna be transparent. They not going through what we went through on those courts.
Yeah, I agree. I say it all the time. I'm gonna say it all the time. And we're piggybacking with that because you said that, you know, you grew up playing against boys. I want to know who influenced you to play basketball.
I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if you know him. I don't know if you know Mookie. You know Mookie?
No, I don't know Mookie.
Mookie. Okay, so Mookie, we got Mookie was Washington as well. I got Ro Mellis, my bro. Ro Mellis. I got Boo Williams. You know, we all Lee Street. Dirty Dave, Keon from Washington. All the men's players from Washington. Like, I mean, I remember going to Northcott where I was raised, and 20th Street where I was raised. So, you know, you got all the best. You know, I don't even know if you knew Sinclair that we all off 20. So, I mean, I'm watching them play ball. Maisha Bledsoe. I wouldn't even know. I didn't even know nothing about her until I started playing for Coach Clarence. Coldest coach in Milwaukee, coming up.
Come on now.
Playing for him and watching these guys play, and then I go in my basement and go play, and just go try to practice all they moves. Yeah. So it's like them are the cats I grew up under that didn't give me no, like, it wasn't no, oh yeah, she a female, take it easy. No, I had to work for everything.
You had to work for it. Now I always heard this too, Helen. Now, and everybody who don't know, Ro Malice, they went to Washington. He came to Vincent a little bit, bust my ass. But then he went to Washington. I was a sophomore. He, kicked my ass too, but that's my big bro. Is it true that you used to be busting Ro Malice's ass in one-on-ones?
Listen, my bro used to go, he always beat me. I think I beat him a few times, but that's how I got better. I played against people that was better than me, but like I said, I never grew up really playing against females unless it was Big Bertha, that she went to Juneau. She was about 6'3", shooting threes, big body. I mean, in and out, playing against her, playing against Tia McAfee. Can you see me playing against Tia McAfee? We'll go hoop off location and play with her. Them, like, honestly, only the females I played against, unless I played in, like, the leagues, like the Warren leagues, the Martin Luther King leagues and stuff like that. But no, Roro, monster.
Monster.
Ooh. Monster.
Only guy that transferred to Vincent, and I honestly thought, like, not even thought, I'm like, damn, this dude about to take my spot. Like, fuck. But I learned a lot from him, though. But, of course, some shit happened, and he had to go back to Washington, and we played him, and I was starting, and I'm holding him, and he buzzed my ass, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Learned a lot. So you grew up playing against guys, they bringing it to you. They making you work. You know what I'm saying? They make you go in the basement, work on your game.
Work.
Before going to Washington, did you know, like, I'm that motherfucker, I can play? Like, did you feel like you were cold?
This when I knew I was cold was when I was playing at Northcott.
Okay.
And I was growing up playing, and you had Boo Williams and all them up there balling. And I used to watch them want to play with them on the court. They just look at me crazy at first, just looking at me. But then after that, as I started getting older, and they allowed me to start playing with them and running fulls with them. And then when Coach Bob, that passed, rest in peace, when Bob said, "Hey, you can stay after with the guys and play," man, I knew I was it. It was over after that. It was over after that. Or even, I mean, we weren't spoiled growing up when it came to ball. So I played for 20th Street. So me and Coach Clarence and my whole team, we walking. We walked to every game or caught a bus to every single game. And when I knew, and I knew that anybody that came off of 20th Street was cold, because it was like that team, that them refs, Bay Lou, all them was waiting for our team to come. Because we ran through every team. So I knew we was cold. I knew it was it after that.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Man, and that's so crazy. I interviewed Lil Billy. Lil Billy said, he said, you remember you played with me for 20th Street? We walked everywhere. And
listen.
That's
Lil Billy. I learned my trace right. He's smaller than me. Lil Billy. Learned my little moves from him too. Lil Billy, like we played too, though. Like, so it's just like, yeah. I knew, I'm pretty sure everybody knew that played for 20. Well, we knew what was it. We was a team, we was a team to like, hold on, all right, there go Coach Clarence again. So
who you coming with? Yeah,
that's the squad. Even though Bay Lou used to try to cancel his teams and people try to take us from Coach, no, we round with Coach.
Yeah,
that's it.
Clarence. Yeah, for sure.
Round with
him. Now, Helen, like you said, when you stayed after for Northcott playing with the guys and you knew you was cold, you already high school popping when you coming in.
Yeah.
What made you choose Washington High School?
You know what it was? I was playing for WCOL, and my cousin Retta used to play for Washington. I was playing for WCOL, and they were like, I knew nothing about Washington High School until my cousin Sabrina Brooks. I'm pretty sure everybody know my cousin Sabrina Brooks. She was like, her and my cousin Coretta was like, you know what, come on. And I ended up going to a camp there. And Coach Cruz saw me at the camp and was like, I want you to come here. And it was my old principal, Mr. Coco. So they're like, we want you to come here, this. And I'm like, okay. And after that, once we got to Washington, freshman year, it was over.
Yeah.
I knew it was over after that.
Yeah. And when you went in as a freshman, did you play VAR and start VAR out gate, or?
I started varsity out gate.
It
was hard to start though. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who was all on that team? And why you say it was hard to start too?
So it was me, Ebony Hughes, 3-point shooter, got Malika Willoughby. Point guard, you had Cherie Spur, you had Angelique Burnside, Tiffany Dawkins, you had Darnisha Smith, we had Aquanisha Eccles, we had who else was on our team? It's so long ago. We had big I forgot her name. Who else did we have? We had a squad. Just know we had a squad. And then me coming in as a freshman, nervous as ever. And they ain't gonna lie, they gave me that how Love and Basketball come on, and she had to fight for her spot.
Yeah.
That's how it was with me and Malika. Because we was coming in, it was supposed to have been Cherie's spot. Cherie supposed to got the starting position. And when I came in, it was like Coach Trill was like, the rest of y'all go downstairs, you and we should stay upstairs. So I'm like, I don't know why. I guess we in trouble. I guess we make the team. But she's like, no, y'all on varsity. But then, when I start playing, it was kind of rough at first. They like, Ebony Hughes welcomed me in. Everybody's good, but Malika was hard on me.
Yeah.
So then once she saw, okay, she got game, it was like, okay, cool. But no, I started varsity.
Yeah, that's good. And I know you learned a lot too with that. I remember some of the names, not all of them, but with the team that you walked into and confident, and I'm pretty sure you was getting stuff from the men's side too, because wasn't, like you said, Keon, J.R. Morris, Kamara, they was all there.
All of them.
So I just, man, that walking into that team though, and then just learning. Like, how was your season? Like, what would you do? You remember your like stat line, or what was your role? You know, as
my freshman year, I started like as a point guard. And like that's when like I think Malika went to the 2 and I was at the 1, but then we switched and she was at the 1 and I became a 2. And I don't know, I don't remember my stats or none. But I know I was balling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I know I was something to be reckoned with.
Yeah. And how tall were you going into high school?
I was 5'9".
5'9", but that's actually tall for a woman.
That's tall. So I was 5'9".
Yeah. And I meant to ask you this too, Helen.
Yeah.
Who was the first dude ass you bust? Who did you fucking give buckets to? I knew you had to kick some dude ass before.
I honestly don't know. Honestly, probably my brothers growing up, but because them the ones I played with mostly. But I honestly don't know.
No, okay. No,
I honestly don't know. But I was just balling. I was playing against too. Washington. That's when I really got tough. When I was coming open gym playing with, like I said, J.R. Morrison, but it was like more Jason Price, Xavier Johnson, all of them.
All of them, yeah.
Balling with all of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm. When did you feel it was the Helen Johnson show though in Washington? What year would you say, your sophomore, junior year?
My freshman year.
It was the Helen Johnson show.
Yes.
Out of all 4 of your years,
I'm telling you what it was.
No. I'm just saying. Because you was like, I gotta work.
I'm like this. I felt like it was my thing, my all 4 years. But my freshman year, it was more of me honestly learning, the organized game. Because even though I was playing in middle school, it was more of a free fall. Like it was, I wasn't running no plays. I wasn't doing any of that. I was just shooting. When I came to high school, it was more of, Malika stayed, like I said, stayed on me. He all stayed on me about knowing the plays, running the plays. And yeah, they taught me. Yeah, my team taught me. Washington taught me how to be a team player.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
And when did y'all ever get a chance to make a state run, or like?
We won. I think we won the city conference every time, and then once we got, I think we almost went to state, and then we lost to DS. What was that? What is their name? DSHA or DSHA, something like that. When Coach had me hold the ball for like a whole quarter, a half year.
Come on now, Coach.
But we did win that game, though. She did put it in the bats. They just didn't count it. I don't know, Darnisha Smith, when she put it in. But it is what it is, though. But nah, I wish we could have went up there, though.
Yeah. So, oh, man, I would have loved to see you upstate, especially that team that y'all had.
Yeah.
It would have been nice, especially, playing for the city conference. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Always good to see a city conference.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to say, too, who was it? Yeah. You know Emerald Kid, don't you? Emerald, Angelique Burnside, Big Dookie.
Yeah, Big Dookie, yeah.
All them on my team, too. Yeah, Angelique, y'all saying Emerald Kid, Big Duke. I mean, but I think they stand in what, 6, all in the 6 feet, balling. You tell me this at this new school level. Who are playing against 6-footers? That's dominating the game.
Listen. Big Dookie. I talked to her about a few weeks ago, and first female I was intimidated by. Like, come on, like you just too aggressive on the block.
A monster.
Yeah. Man, how was your relationship though? Like, as far as that team, throughout the years at Washington, y'all had a real sisterhood.
Oh yeah, we all loved each other. I mean, I didn't like the fact that they stayed on me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't always a good student, because I'd rather just go play ball then come to school. Like, they catch me at the courts.
Yeah.
And then the coach got on me like, listen, you don't come to school, you ain't playing. Yeah. So then Malika and them used to get up on me. But like, no, our relationship was good. Everybody trying to learn each other, and people getting on, you don't want nobody telling you what to do or how to do, who the team captains are. But we were good though. We were all good.
Yeah, that's good. Now, during that city conference play, who would you say personally was the toughest person to guard? Mano, you on the scouting, reading the scouting report, coach put the assignment that you got to guard her. Was there anybody in the city conference where you like, okay, I got to come with my shit because people possibly bust my ass? Did you have any of those or?
Probably when we played against Tech, Vincent, like Yoshi. You know who Yoshi is?
Yeah.
Yoshi, Tia, because she had the handles too. Like, just the ones that got handles. Like, that's gonna handles that I know if I come down and get to them, they're gonna try to get it to me. So, and I wasn't even really a defensive player, but yeah, I would say, I would say the guards. I would definitely say the guards. Remember, I don't know if people know Bridget Anderson.
Yeah.
She had that little one in and out little jab, try to catch you with it, but no, like I think on any given day anybody can be tough. So
yeah, for sure. I agree about that. Yeah. So I already named off some of your accolades that you got during your time, at Washington.
Yeah.
Well, when you were getting them awards around the time, was the recruiting popping up around the time?
My recruiting started like when I was in the 8th grade.
Okay.
So like starting in 8th grade, I had some letters coming, but then like around 9th grade, I had letters coming. I think I played ball too. So I played for the Playground Warriors.
Okay.
So playing with them in the summertime got me a lot of recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting them all through my high school year. So freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year.
Wow. What you remember the schools?
I had every school honestly recruiting me.
Wow.
The only thing that stopped me from going Division I is because of my grades.
Your grades, okay.
My grades stopped me. Like I said, I wasn't the best student, so I'd rather go play ball than be at school. So that's what honestly stopped me from going D1 was my grades.
Okay, got you. And Mrs. Basketball, was that around when you were hooping?
Miss Basketball.
Yeah. Did you get a chance did you win Mrs. Basketball or?
No, who won that year? What was her name? Who's from she was good though. I forgot her name who won Miss Basketball.
Not Crystal Ellis, because she 05 with me.
No. She was good too though when I played. Yeah, her too. No, but it was a lady. It was a young. No, she was tall. A tall young lady from It wasn't in our conference at all. It was like out of some other county that had won it, but I forgot her name though. But she had won it.
Okay, so when you didn't win Mrs. Basketball, did you feel like that was a slap in the face? Did you feel like the politics behind that? Or?
I don't care. I don't honestly care about awards. I don't care about all that. I know my game. I know I knew back then I wanted to be dealt with. So
yeah, exactly.
I didn't care.
Yeah, let me see. Gatorade Wisconsin Player of the Year. More like I know back in high school when we get these type of awards, or I didn't really get awards.
Yeah.
But when you get them type of awards, looking back at it now that you older now, do you feel like, damn, I really accomplished some shit? I know you hearing, being from Milwaukee, like how everybody go, how you the best player to come from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, especially the city. Now that you older and that sink in, are you thinking like, damn, I really did some shit back in the days? Like, do you have them days, the moments?
Yeah, I definitely did good. I feel like I did an okay job. When I look at my mom's basement and see everything that I accomplished, as long as it makes them proud, I'm okay. I did my thing. My basketball days are over, but it was good though.
Yeah, for sure. Now I want to touch on the AAU. You said you played for the Playground Warriors and stuff.
Yeah.
When you was traveling and playing against different talent, like how was that experience for you playing outside of 20th Street in Milwaukee?
Oh, it was amazing. Playing for Playground Warriors, you played against everybody. Different teams. You got to travel, which was great. Showed different talents there. I played for Playground. It was good. Then I played for who else did I play for? Played for another team. I can't think right now. I'm telling you. But then I ended up playing going to Chicago and playing in those leagues too. That's when you play against the Cappy Poindexters, the what's her name that play right now? That play for Chicago Sky. Candace, what is her name?
Is it not Candace Parker? Candace Parker?
Candace Parker, yeah, Candace Parker and all of them. And I love that. And I love going to Chicago playing against them because it was like, man, playing against some of the best women. You know, they challenge you out there. You know, you know. So it was pretty good playing against. You know, I love the experience, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. And you already stated earlier that, you know, like, shit, I know I'm cold like a motherfucker because I get to stay after the boys.
Yeah.
You was kicking their ass in AAU.
Yeah.
Is that when you felt like I was super, super cold, or you wasn't really too shocked? Like, oh, I was supposed to be here doing this.
Like for you talking about like going to the AAU teams?
Yeah, like playing for the AAU tournaments, traveling.
Oh, I knew I was supposed to do it like that because I was trained well. Them boys didn't let up on me. That's the thing that when you become great is when you playing against guys that ain't gonna take it easy on you. Like they did not, like Lee Street, Northcott, 20th, LBC, they did not take it easy on me. Yeah. You know, like I was, you know, so, but you got to think too, a lot of people don't have the drive like I had, or like a lot of women had back in the day. I mean, I don't know what kind of drive they have now, but I'm telling you right now, I woke up at 7 a.m. summertime, and I'm not getting off the court till 1 in the morning. I'm talking about I'm going to play before I go to school, go to practice, leave practice, go to Lee Street, go to Northcott, and I'm not coming out, and Bob not letting me out the gym till 11, 12, 1 at night. I lived basketball. So it's like, you know, people these days, they go play ball and it's, I'm done. Practice is over with. Let me get on the phone. But no, I lived it. I really lived it. Like, I really got good because I played against all the boys. That's, you know, you would never catch me running the floor with a group of females. Ever. Yeah. You never caught me playing with a bunch of females. You always gonna catch me playing against nothing but guys. Only females when we played like in the Warren and the SDC leagues but that's what made me so much better though, because I've always played against all guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, so they honestly ones who taught me the game. So playing against everybody and learning all their moves and taking it to the females and giving it to them. That's why I never really played the females one-on-ones or going to their leagues, because it's like they teaching me more over here. I'm learning over here.
Now basketball training is like popular now. You know, these kids got YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, all that type of stuff. And I want to say, when we was coming up, all we had was fucking Preps Plus in the newspaper. Exactly. So with you already having the motor, Helen, you know, going to hoop before school and practice and all that type of stuff. If we had personal training and social media back then, what you think, like, even though you had a good career, what you think it would have been like if you had all of the stuff that they have now? How you think it would have been for you?
Honestly, the only reason why I didn't get a chance to go to WNBA because I had my fight my senior year of college and lost 15 games. So other than that, I think it would have probably been the same. The only thing is now people get to highlight players. You know, they highlight players. They do take videos. They take the best shots that they're going to take, the best crossovers that they're going to take. That don't mean you're good. That just means that you highlighting your best moments. You know, like, coach is not going to look at your best moments. Coaches want to see a whole game. Let me see the whole game. But, honestly, I don't think it's a difference because my name got around because I actually played in games and actually traveled the world playing. You know, so it's not really a difference to me. Even though we didn't have it, it's good for them to have it now because now people, you know, they all on the Facebook, Instagram, TikToks, all that, which now coaches could see. Coaches could be like, hold on, they look like they about something. Now I might want to check them out. But we didn't have that. You know, we had to go hoop.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, listen, I'm only 36 years old, but damn, motherfucker do kind of feel old. Motherfucker had MapQuest back then, Preps Plus and all that shit.
They had all that.
You know what I'm saying? So I always have that debate with people though, Helen, like, you know, I got on the AAU scene late. You know what I'm saying? So when I got on the AAU scene, you know, I did my thing and I started getting letters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do always have that debate with people and tell them like, oh, we have social media and YouTube and all that. Our era, I thought a lot more people would have went Division 1.
They would.
You get
Let
what
me
I'm
tell
saying?
you something.
Talk to me.
All right, let me tell you. All right, a lot of people needed to go D1. A lot of people don't got D1 game, and I think that's a lot. That's what's wrong with a lot of people now. They not, and there's nothing wrong with going D2. There's nothing wrong with going NAI. There's nothing wrong with going to any of those schools. But see, I had coaches that looked at me said, "You were," and to my teammates, "You're not D1 material," and be telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I think a lot of people think, "Oh man, go D1, you D1, or go here, go here." Man, you got to start telling these kids the truth. Stop telling these kids that they D1 material. Stop telling these kids that they so cold that they can do this, this, and that because they're not, and you setting them up for failure.
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen so many people hype up so many girls, and it's not even just in Milwaukee. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the players really don't be that, and that's why a lot of them going D1 and then they dropping out, or going D1 and they getting sent right back. You know why? Because they're not trained well. You know why? Because you didn't tell them that they're not Division 1 material. Yeah. And they went there thinking, because you got to think, if you ain't playing against really no talent and you scoring your 30, you're not doing that when you go play against these other D1 players. It's a whole different ball game. Different ball game. And now you can send back home. Yeah. Because your talent not good enough. So that's why, you know, it's important. It's important to, you know, to really keep them 100 with your players.
Yeah.
Don't hype their heads up. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, when I train girls, or like, you know, my coach in Louisville, you know, he come there and he tell me, "Hey man, tell these females how ball really is." You know what I'm saying? Like, and he tells them to their face, "You suck."
Oh shit! Yeah, you need that though.
You need it. I'm gonna tell a female in a minute, "You suck." And then she look at me and say, "What?" I want, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of coach that's gonna tell your players, "Hey, my player, listen, I just told you you say, now what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna come in the gym? Are you gonna call me and text me, "Hey, coach, I want to go shoot 300 shots or 500 shots?" Or are you gonna go, or you gonna whine and tell the next person or the next host, "Man, she said I suck, man," and then the parents gonna come to me and tell me something different and say, "Why did you tell my my daughter that she's not that good?" I was telling her the truth. Yeah. Something that you didn't tell her to do.
That you didn't tell her. Yeah, exactly. So when they told you that you're not D1, what did you do to get yourself prepared for that? Like,
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Nobody ever really told me that. But I remember nobody ever told me that. But I remember my cousin Sabrina Brooks used to tell me, like, you know, if you don't go hard, you're not gonna go nowhere. You know, if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you're not gonna go nowhere. You're gonna, you know, you really have to go hard, like, you know, and play. I don't know. I mean, I had D1 schools looking at me, but you know, my mind, I'm not gonna lie, my mindset wasn't focused on. Honestly, I didn't even know if I was gonna go to college. To be honest, you know, I was like, okay, my basketball done. What I'm doing now? And people like, no, you're going to college. You gotta go, you know. But no, these, I think people need to start being honest with these players.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
They have to start being honest with these players. Stop hyping them up, because when they get there and they see that they're not as good as they thought they were, these people gonna leave with a heartbreak. These kids are.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, these coaches, like you said, not just in Milwaukee, but everywhere, they spoiling these kids to a point where these kids don't even know that they schooling is paid for when they go. And they go there more so for the basketball part. You feel them? Yeah. It's bigger than basketball, right? It's supposed to be bigger.
It's way bigger than basketball. But no, they are spoiling them players in Milwaukee. They are. You know, I don't know what they training is like. You know, it seems like there's some good trainers up there though. But I mean, I just feel like these kids gotta know that it's more it's so much more than just basketball.
Yeah.
It really is. It really, like, you know, when you get to college and you really start waking up doing those 5 a.m. workouts, then having to go straight to class, leave 2 hours after that, then you're going to shoot around, then you're doing after that, you're doing your weight training, then you're coming back at 2 to go hoop, but you got to make sure you're on the court 45 minutes before and be ready to go when coach say, not come to the that's a whole different lifestyle.
It's different. And not to mention, you got to stay focused in class and get your work done.
You have to. I'm not gonna lie. Until I went to Coach Cruz, kept us in study halls. Like I'm talking about, kept us in study halls. Even though I hated it, but she kept us in there. We weren't playing unless we was in there. And when I got to college and I went to JUCO honestly is what made me who I am. Like leaving out because my coach did not play. It was, I suck at math, coach. Okay, then well, when you're not playing, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna go to study hall. And my coach just actually was our teachers and taught us everything and told me like, you're not gonna get nowhere without studies.
Yeah, so Gulf Coast, if I'm mistaken, is that in Florida?
That's in Florida, Panama City.
Okay, Panama City. Now, when you didn't have the grades coming out, so you go to junior college route, you go there, and I want to know out gate about school. How were you able to juggle basketball and school?
I had no choice. I had no choice. Our coaches did not play with us. Like when I'm talking about my coaches did not play Coach Scove and Coach Hicks, I'm telling you, it was more of ain't no basketball without no academics at all. You're not playing. You're going to sit there and you're going to do this and that. So it was like, at first it was hard for me because like, man, I ain't going to lie to you. I didn't know a lot of stuff going to college when it came to academics. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get taught what I was supposed to get taught at Washington. And it was hard for me. But just them sitting down, taking the time out with me to make sure that I made it through was amazing. So it was like, okay, this is me sitting here and going through this, and I might not know something. They sitting there teaching me it. Like it was good, especially you got people that care about you. You know, I'm away from home. I'm by myself in Florida. So for them to take me in under their wing and show me like, no, this is what it is. We all family. We all gonna get through it together. Like that was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And you being from the city, was that a culture shock going out there that far? You know, being in golf.
I ain't gonna lie, I cried. I dropped some tears on the way on that plane because I'm like, dang, I'm leaving my mama and my family. Like I don't know nobody out here. But then it was like once I got off that plane and I looked and then my coach took us on the ocean and showed us what life is like and what life could be. If I just go to school and I just play ball, I didn't have no problems after that.
Yeah, that's good. And when you got there and you got laser focused with school, I know that you major in criminology. Is that when you picked the major at that school, or?
Yes.
Yeah. What made you choose that?
Because I love people. I love helping people. That's me. I got a big heart. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love helping people. And I didn't know I was gonna be a cop though. You know, I'm thinking, okay, after I got done with basketball. 1 second, love. I'm thinking about once I got done with basketball, I didn't know what I was gonna do. But then when I became a cop, I'm like, oh, okay, this is what it is. But I mean, I just love helping people. Like I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the best jobs in the world. You know, even though I might not be too much longer, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was definitely amazing.
And then going into there on the basketball side when you was at junior college, was the competition level in your eyes compared? Like, is it what you wanted? Like coming from the city conference, did you go to junior college thinking like, oh, I should get the same competitive nature from?
I got better. They was cold in JUCO. I was at the number one JUCO. I was at the number one JUCO in the nation. Yeah, it was talent.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I was at the number one. I remember number one JUCO in the nation. I remember my coach set me down my freshman year, and I went down there thinking, "Oh, I'm good. I ain't really work out this summer." I went down there, threw up, coming down there, threw up. Never threw up in my life in high school. Threw up. My coach was like, "You gonna get in shape?" I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I started there, and I was balling. And then I remember I was average. I mean, I was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? It was hard. I ain't gonna lie, it was hard for me because you hooping against great players that's supposedly supposed to be in D1, but grades weren't good. So now we all at JUCO. So you playing. So I'm playing against a bunch of me.
Yeah.
Baby, like, dang, they cold too. This person cold. She should be, that's how it was. And then, especially with my coach, honestly, she was like, she gave me a task. She's like, I wonder if you're down for it. And I said, what you mean, coach? And she was like, she came to me with a number 44. And she was like, this was the last Kodak All-American on my team. She was like, I wonder if you could get there. I'm like, coach, who you think you talking to? I said, okay. So I lived in the gym after that. I lived in the gym. I slept in the gym. I did what I had to do. I balled so hard where I became Kodak All-American and JUCO. Got invited to the USA Olympic team. Colorado. Did everything I had to do. And that's when I knew, like, man, anything possible when you got your coaches who believe in you and you believe in yourself. Like, so like, yeah, but playing against those girls in JUCO was like amazing, especially D1 too. But yeah. JUCO, them are girls that people was like, that D1 coaches couldn't touch because of the grades. And so here we all fight for a second chance.
Oh, my life. Yeah. So
second chance. So everybody going hard.
Everybody want it, yeah. That's why I said it's cracking. Yeah.
I remember balling so hard and going so hard where I had blisters. I caught blisters at the bottom of my feet on both feet because I was working out and training so hard to be a Kodak All-American to where my coach had to slice both bottom of my feet with a knife and sit my feet in salt water. And it hurt so bad, but I had to do it because I overworked myself.
I know that shit burned.
It burned like crazy. Yeah. But guess what? I had to go through it because I showed myself if I can be a Kodak All-American, I can show my coach that I'm like I can train hard. I have to teach myself, like, let me see how hard you can push yourself. I pushed myself so hard that I think this game I had like 40 something. And my whole body locked down on me. I was shooting a free throw. I remember catching cramps in my leg. That's how hard I was going, cramps in my legs. I'm like, man, why I keep rubbing my legs? And I'm coming down. I got the University of Kentucky in the stands. I got all kind of coaches in the stands coming to watch me play. And I'm balling. And I remember them throwing me the ball. And I tried to run, and my whole body locked up from my neck all the way down, so I just fell backwards. They had to run through ice on me. They was jugging like Gatorades. My whole body had locked up.
Wow, you were going hard.
I was going hard. I did not care. I was going hard.
Damn, I didn't. Hey, listen. Oh, go ahead. Get your shit off, Helen. I want to hear this.
But that's what shows, man. When you train yourself, anybody, you train yourself to be the best, or be one of the best, you're gonna do it. Regardless if you fall short or not. You just train yourself. Like them girls in Milwaukee that's balling right now. I don't know any of them. But if they train hard every single day, if they get their coaches 110% of them every day, you never know. They can go D1, D2, NAI. It don't matter what school you go to. Just give your best on the court. And you can go wherever you want to go. Yeah. So
yeah, and just listening to like even the beginning when you talk about when basketball started for you, and we just got up into JUCO. Like, you know how many kids now, and like, no knock to these kids, because parenting and all that stuff is different now. You know how many kids will have broke already if they took the Helen Johnson path? They would have broke already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I ain't about to do this.
They ran JUCO ain't, you know, man. Listen.
That's the best. I went JUCO. That was the best experience.
The best experience I've ever had. No lie. I mean, I'm gonna lie. D1, amazing. Not gonna lie to you, amazing. But JUCO, when you got two coaches that care about you, and y'all team number one, and you balling, and you got other girls that's balling the same as you, and so that competition is just
it's there. It's
a solid man. Listen, ain't nothing like it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah, on some real shit. Now, being in that conference though, and you saying everybody, you know, they couldn't get the grades to go D1. Everybody there, they want it, they hungry.
Yeah,
and you scoring 40s and 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What chicks that you played against though that was like, oh shit, like this motherfucker, we own one. I know, you know what, or you could tell me your top game or top player you played against. And
you know what? When I'm gonna lie to you, the top players I played against was Captain Poindexter, played against Candace Dupree. I played against basically what's her name? Candace Parker. I'd have played against Tiffany Stansbury. That's one of my best friends. She played in there. I'd have played against I honestly
they all played in the junior college with you?
No, okay. Tiffany Stansbury played in JUCO with me. The rest of them played in AAU ball with me. But then I ended up meeting them again at the USA Olympics.
Oh, got you. Okay.
So I ended up, but as far as JUCO, this is the thing. For JUCO, back then, D1 coaches, when we leave like for a year, like a lot of big time coaches didn't like JUCO players. They felt like it was a risk. It was taking a risk by recruiting them.
Because more so like on the grade side,
like UConn or like UConn, all them, they don't want to recruit JUCO players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to recruit JUCO players because of the grade.
They didn't want. They thought that we were like they were taking a risk doing that. Because you know, I think too, a lot of JUCO players too was also, they was good, but they was also crazy. They was, you know, getting into a lot of trouble. Things like that. Luckily for me, I never got in trouble. You know, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do anything.
Damn, good shit. I'll take a shot for you this weekend. Don't worry about it.
Like, I ain't never had to smoke, I ain't never had a drink, so you ain't got to worry about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the designated driver people look for. So, but back then they didn't. But guess what? Now D1s are recruiting JUCO players now, the top ones, getting the best players, because that's where the best players are at JUCO.
JUCO, yes.
JUCO are the best players. So, I mean, you know, so I don't know how they are now, but back then, man, JUCO players was the best.
Yeah,
you know, them are the ones that the D1 coaches looked for and wanted, but they couldn't get because of their grades.
Because they grades, and that's why it was so, quote unquote a risk, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Got you. That
was it.
Right. So you go to community college, you turn the fuck up, you do your thing. It's a different ball game now. Who recruiting you now? You was getting recruited back in the grade.
I still had the big schools recruiting me. I said that, but you know what team never left me though was University of Louisville. Like all the big teams, you know, they ended up forming up because I went JUCO. But University of Louisville made me feel like family. You know, they was like family to me because they never lost contact with me. It was always, they always stayed like, I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
So I can't. So loyalty is everything. And they was loyal to me. You know, so I'm like, okay, cool, and that's where I decided to go. Regardless of what y'all see, even though the other teams came, y'all see me scoring this, and that. It was like University of Louisville stayed with me. They stuck with me.
Yeah, so I know you said you had Kentucky, you had the Ville. Who else offered you when you was at junior college?
When I was in junior college, South Carolina, I had DePaul, I had Temple, I had Maryland, I had a bunch. I had schools in Cali to Tennessee and UConn didn't recruit JUCO players at the time I was trying to come out. That's what they told my coach. Like, we're not recruiting JUCO players. Okay. I was like, you know, because if they would have, I would have went to UConn if I had the chance, the opportunity. Because that was when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was cool though because I played against them in the college. But I don't remember all the teams out of. I mean, it was a bunch of teams out of JUCO, but I stuck with University of Louisville.
Yeah. Listen, Helen, you said enough teams. That's great schools. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, so you choose the Ville. Now, this is what I want to ask you before.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why you chose the Ville, but I want to ask you. So you in Milwaukee, it's cold.
Yeah.
Then you go to the Gulf, and it's sunny.
Yeah.
Chose the cold again. So now you back in the cold, in school, at the Ville. I want to know how it is. Were you a sophomore or junior? Did you do 2 years at junior college?
I got 2 years at JUCO. I mean, I got 2 years at U of L. You got to think Louisville really ain't the cold, though.
Oh, you know what? The Ville,
Louisville, Kentucky, not really the cold.
It's considered like the South. It's not. I was thinking Midwest.
Yes. So you got to think we get an inch of snow and it's closing down. And we get an inch of snow or 2 inches of snow, then 2 days later it's already melted.
Wow, you're right. I forgot all about that. It's so crazy because the Ville only 6 hours away from the mill, right?
Yes. Yeah. About 5 me driving, but 6.
Yeah. 5. No. So yeah, you're right. You're right, Helen. I forgot all about that. Yeah, it ain't yet. You're right. So you go to the Ville. They got no NBA teams.
Nothing.
College town. How you going in as a junior? Are you feeling geek? Like, man, I got one. I'm from the city.
Listen, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think they treat our basketball team like we're the NBA. They treat us like we're a professional team. There's nothing like it. It's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It was one of the most amazing experiences for real. Playing because you got no NBA team, we don't have no baseball team either, no major league base, nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing. That's just like all.
So they traveling to Indianapolis or Cincinnati. And I'm looking at them like, why are y'all Colts fans and Bengals fans? And y'all forgot, y'all ain't got no professional teams here.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Now, when you got that, now for you as a player. I'm already knowing you feeling like I'm supposed to be here. I want to know, like, how did your family, like your parents, your mom, like, how did they feel when, they daughter, their brother, I'm sorry, sister, cousin, all around the board. How did that make them feel, especially with you being from the inner city of Milwaukee? Like just
my mom and them didn't care about no basketball. I better graduate. That was it. She's like, "Oh, you did good, okay, but make sure you walk across that stage." That's it.
Like OG parent.
Like my dad, he was the hype boy. You better, he going crazy. Everybody, but my mom, she ain't really into sports, so she like, she like, okay, all right, baby. Like that was it. So she didn't really care. But my family did, but she didn't really care enough.
Yeah, that got to be a great feeling, especially the college you went to. Like we didn't see them play on TV, like Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And am I pronounced? Like, did they put you? Like, did the natives there put you in check? Because with us being from the Midwest, we say Louisville, but I think Louisville, right?
It's 7 ways you could say it, and I'm gonna continue to say Louisville. Louisville.
Yeah, exactly.
To this day, they correct you. Like, you've been here long enough, man. It's Louisville. That's how I say it. It is what it is.
Because my guys, I told you, they out there, and when I say Louisville, they're like, "Hold on, bro, it's Louisville." I'm like, "Bro, what, man? Louisville, man." Like
Louisville,
Western,
It's Louis, but they say I'm country. They say Milwaukee people country, so I don't know where they get that from.
Listen, when I was in Minnesota, the white folks were saying I was country. The black people that was from like Tennessee, Florida, they're like, you talk proper as hell. I'm like, maybe.
To me, they love our lingo. For some reason, they love Milwaukee people.
Yeah, they love us all around. You know what I'm saying?
Love us all.
They love us, man. They love us, man. And we put our stamp everywhere. Yeah. So your first time, you go to the Ville, you sign, you're a major D1, and you getting your foot wet. I'm gonna ask you about the basketball side, but I want to know how did you feel your first time playing on TV, Major D1, was you a little nervous or was you like geek?
I was geek. You know, I'm only nervous until that ball get thrown up.
Yeah.
That's it. Once that ball go up, it's over. Like, you know, so I stay nervous every game. It doesn't matter. I stay nervous every game. But playing on national TV was amazing. You know, it was a good feeling. So my family could actually watch me play ball because they don't travel. But it was good. It was good knowing that I was on TV and my family could see me play and we could talk about it afterwards. So
that's dope. And what was your career high again?
I have no
read
clue.
it, but I didn't. Oh damn it! See, that's why I got to write it down. I'm assuming
I ain't gonna lie.
You don't know this.
Because you know, honestly, I don't really be talking about I talk basketball, but I don't really talk. You know, I ain't one of those players. I mean, I used to score, man. I don't do that.
Oh shit! You know what?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just, you know, somebody say, man, I will. Okay, man. All you gotta do is see me on the court. Just see me on the court. That's all you gotta do. So.
yeah, exactly. Now, so you go to the Ville. Did y'all ever get a chance to make it to the NCAA tournament or win a conference?
We did. Yeah, we did. We made it to the Sweet 16, and then after that, we made it to the Sweet 16. I didn't never make it to the Elite 8.
Okay, how was that making it to the Sweet 16? Now you playing in front of 18 to 20,000 people. You on TV.
Yeah.
I don't know if people was doing brackets back then. I ain't trying to call you old, sis.
Oh, no. They was doing brackets. Okay. But, you know, I was used to playing against them many people anyway because you got to think, our whole city come out to watch us play. So it wasn't no difference.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I played in the legendary, Freedom Hall. So it stayed jam-packed.
Jam-packed. Oh, I know that.
So, yeah, you know, it was easy. You have to think playing at Freedom Hall where everybody look like they right there on the floor, then going to a bigger place and people are spread it out. It was like, you know, it was easy to play in that type of crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Now a road game, and I'm gonna ask you about this because I experienced this playing Division II. I played against Winona State. I had a headband on, and these guys would not stop fucking talking to me. You know, the crowd.
Yeah.
Did you have that experience being on the road? Like, motherfuckers.
Man, I had that experience in high school.
In high school, motherfuckers were talking crazy at Washington. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, talking reckless. Especially when we played Vincent.
Well, that's a rival, though, sis. That's a rival.
Man, listen. Tay, Yoshi, who was it? What's her name? What is her name?
Angie.
All of them.
Yeah, Angie. Yoshi,
all of y'all got on
Jody
my nerves.
Crumble.
Yeah, Crumble. All of them got on my nerves at Vincent. But we had problems when we went to Vincent. The crowd. We had problems when we went to Tech. The crowd. Riverside. The crowd. Oh, King too. Man, they was talking reckless. I think I was playing in high school, but no, college too. Especially when we played the University of Kentucky.
University. Ooh, oh yeah, y'all right down the street. What is it, 20 minutes apart, maybe? Or...
Yeah, we about 45 minutes apart. I'm talking about. I ain't never seen a crowd like that in my life.
What's the wildest shit you heard though? Where you feel like, okay, hold on, this shit, y'all disrespectful. I'm gonna have to take off my jersey and my ass now.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, they just talk breaks. I really don't pay attention to what's going on in the crowd. I think the only time I honestly paid attention about what was going on in the crowd was when I played my freshman year at Washington, and we went to like I don't know what school it was, but it was a white school, and they was doing some racial slurs and things like that. But other than that, I never really paid attention to the crowd. You know.
Okay.
And unless the whole crowd. You know, but at Kentucky, when the whole crowd be saying your last name, your date of birth, and all of that, then it's like, hold on, how y'all know that?
Like, hold on, what y'all on, man? I know my birthday next week, but then...
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So, how would you say, even though the Ville been recruiting you since you were in middle school, how would you say your relationship was with your coach? Because relationships be good when they're recruiting you, but when you sign on that dotted line, it's a good ball game. So how was your relationship with the coach?
All my coaches were amazing. I never had a bad coach. Every coach made sure they looked after me. Every coach made sure they stayed on me, stayed hard. And I'm like, I never had a bad coach.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yep, never had. Yep.
Yep. And then when you all right, so you go to the Sweet 16, you fall short. What awards did you get? You remember? Like far as like first,
man, we had.
How do it work in D1? Yeah,
I think we got like iPads, and we got like we had a watch, NCAA watch, 16 watch. We got watches. We got we had. I can't remember the gifts we had. We got a sidekick. I remember the sidekick.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it was some weird. It was some stuff they got. I don't remember, but yeah, I know it was some of those things I named though.
Yeah. I'm talking about as far as like the awards. Like, do they do first team there or big?
No.
You didn't get like Big East. Like they don't do none of that.
Oh no, you get a Big East player here. I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't think I did get a Did I? I don't think I did. I don't know.
Oh man. See, you
have to look that up. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what, Helen? I know you're doing good in life because, well, this is like a tweener to me. You know, some people that like to talk about the past. A lot of people say that they not happy with what they got going on in life right now, and I don't feel like that's true. But you are the second female I interviewed who like, I don't know. But then when I interview the guys, like, oh yeah, man, I got boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm starting to figure women just really was just out there just living at that time. That happened, and you know what I'm saying?
I'll put like this. I loved it. I'm gonna put like this. I love the game. I do everything. I do anything for the game. Like I'm gonna get back into training kids and things like that, but I don't want to be one of those players that's like a used to. I don't want to do like when I get to the gyms and things like that. I don't want to be one of those people like, man, I used to do this. I used to score it. I don't want to be one of those people because my time is up. It's about these kids now and what they do and how they going, you know what I'm saying? How they going to get to college or high school or go after that, go wherever they're going after that. But it's about them now. So, if somebody asks me, man, what kind of player was you, man? Just look me up. That's it. I'm not going to go into a 30-minute thing with you and beef with you because you tell them you was better than me. I'm not going to do all that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you make it to the Sweet 16. You have a wonderful career at the Ville. You do your 2 years there. You said you got in a situation where you got in a fight. If you don't get in that situation, right?
Yeah.
Do you really feel that you could have got drafted to the WNBA?
Yeah, I would have been in the league.
And your senior year, your name was on the draft board and everything.
It wasn't on draft because I ended up getting suspended my fall season.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Yeah, I ended up getting to my fall season, which I regret to this day, but everything happens for a reason. And I ended up getting suspended. Like I ended up losing like 3-4 games and got suspended like 15 games.
Wow.
So they weren't playing no games with me. So it was like, and what team want a person fighting their teammate?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So
did that put you in a bad headspace around that time? Did you feel like
I just went overseas and said okay.
So okay, I like you. I love you, Helen. I love Helen.
A lot of people go crazy. I should have been in the league. No, everything happened for a reason. I learned my lesson. I learned how to control my temper. Even though people don't, I didn't show people a temper. I take it on the court, but it showed me, okay, listen, I do got a temper. It showed me to know how to control that. Everything don't deserve, a reaction. And I just went overseas, played, and came back and got on with my life.
Yeah. But how long did you play overseas for?
2 years.
2? What made you call it quit so early?
Just missing family, and didn't have nobody really over there, so I ended up coming back. Then I ended up coaching at Wabash College for a few years, and then I ended up became a cop.
Yeah, you put that degree to work and
put a degree to work. Now I'm doing a bunch of stuff now. You know, I got
yeah.
I do this, I do my real estate, and I got a trucking company. So that's what I'm on.
That's dope, Helen. See what I'm saying? What I just say about 5 minutes ago. You happy with your life, so you ain't got to talk about the past. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I
So
can't complain.
yeah, I want to let you know this, Helen, for real, on some real stuff, because I think I reached out to you about 8 months ago. Remember I told you I wanted to put a documentary together?
Yeah.
And I'm doing the podcast, because I want to get a feel and, just, experience and learn as I go. And I just remember I was nervous reaching out to you the first time because I didn't know. I'm like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about basketball. A lot of people want to tell their story. A lot of people don't. I want to tell you face to face, even though we ain't face to face, but face to face, that I really appreciate you coming to the Barcode podcast, because you may have not known this, but like I used to keep tabs on you on the basketball side, because like seeing you hoop, like it was amazing. Like, there's no way she's playing like a fucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just be honest with you, Helen. I said, no way. You know what I'm saying? So for you to come here, take me on your journey. Now I know why motherfucker playing like a, you know what I'm saying? Now I know, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, because I'm doing it, for the kids. I'm doing it for the city. You know what I'm saying? These kids need to see this, you know what I'm saying? Or even these young, these females or these young men that's in college, they don't really know, or they up, and then when they watch this, they know, like, well, damn, like, I had issues with my teammate. I ain't getting through that shit, because
don't make that mistake.
Yeah. So I really do appreciate you coming to the Barcode podcast. 2 more things before I let you go. Like, I really appreciate it, because you like on the clock, you got your police gear on. Like,
hey, I'm good.
yeah, I love that. So all right. So the first one, Helen, is going to be, I'm gonna name 10 players.
Okay.
We from the city. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Helen. Like the Michael Jordan and the Kobe shit. You know who you gonna pick. You know what I'm saying? All right. So the first one.
Okay. All right.
Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi?
Taurasi.
Ooh, I like that. I love Taurasi.
Yeah.
Candace Parker or Lisa Leslie?
Parker.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Cheryl Miller or Maya Moore?
Cheryl Miller. She was like a monster, Cheryl Miller.
Dawn Stanley or Cynthia Cooper?
Dawn Stanley.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I thought you was gonna be thinking about that one, but
no, Dawn Stanley.
Cheryl Swoops or Skylar Diggins?
Oh. Cheryl Swoops or Skylar Diggins. Skylar Diggins cold blooded. She cold. But Cheryl Swoops was I'm gonna go with Skylar Diggins.
You gonna go with Skylar? Oh,
I'm going with Skylar. I'm going with Skylar, because she a monster, man. She a monster.
A monster. All right, so this the last one, and I'm gonna let you go. Like I said, I appreciate you. Before we leave, this can be boys and girls, and I want you to. This message needs to go to really anybody, but I really wanted to, gear towards the kid. But what advice do you give these kids in this day and age?
The advice I would give them is, one, make school first. School's first priority. Academics. I would say if you're gonna do sports, just make sure you follow through with that. Make sure you go hard in, and make sure you need no crumbs on the floor. And give it your best, because it's nothing like leaving out of a game thinking like, man, I could have did more, I could have did this, I could have done that. So just go hard in whatever you do. Leave your attitude at home, because don't no coach want to see that. Don't let all these people hype your head up and say that you this and that. And then it fails you at the end. I think that's a lot of people are not a lot. I think some are, a lot of coaches that do coach are coaching these people because they miss setting out on what they didn't do. So they're trying to put it into the players. So I feel like just be you, you know what I'm saying? And just just go to the right coaches, do the right things, stay out of trouble. I mean, I know a lot of kids smoke, drink, do whatever now, but stay out of that. I mean, if you're a real athlete, you're not going to smoke, you're not going to drink. When you get to college, yes, you are. I didn't, but you are. But just stay focused, honestly. Stay focused. Don't make the same mistakes that we did. Like I said, I had that fight. I regret it to this day, but it didn't make or break me either.
So, real shit. Yep, I appreciate that, Helen. Thank you so much again coming to the Barcode Podcast. And I gotta do this because you went to Washington, even though you my V House for life. Throw your wash house up.
See, that's your problem. That's your problem right there.
Throw it up. Thank you, Helen. You be safe out there.
Oh yeah, thank you, baby.
Just touched down, back on road, counting money, man. You know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode.